There is a paradox in human nature that destroys the kindest hearts, yet rewards the coldest minds. It is a harsh rule that governs every negotiation, every power dynamic, and specifically, every romantic interaction you will ever have. The rule is simple. The one who cares the least holds the most power. Think about the last time you truly wanted someone. You checked your phone every 5 minutes. You analyzed every word of their texts. You made yourself available, flexible, and eager. You poured your energy into them. And what happened? They pulled away. They lost interest. They told you they weren't ready, or that the spark was gone. When you chase, you create resistance. When you are overly available, you kill desire. But when you pull back, when you cultivate a genuine, stoic indifference, you create a vacuum that nature and she feels compelled to fill. Today, we are going deep. We are not talking about petty mind games or playing hard to get. We are talking about a fundamental reconstruction of your psyche. We are combining dark psychology's understanding of human desire with the ancient strength of Stoicism to turn you into the unmoved mover. We are going to teach you why she craves your indifference and how to detach so completely that you become the prize she fears losing. Welcome back to The Grounded Man. We live in a world that profits from your emotional instability. Social media, dating apps, and modern culture are designed to keep you anxious, reactive, and constantly seeking validation. We are conditioned to believe that the good guy strategy, showing maximum interest, constant availability, and overflowing affection, is the key to securing a partner. But if you look at reality, you see the opposite. The men who are most successful with women, the men who command respect, are rarely the ones double texting or begging for attention. They are the men who seem unbothered. This is not an accident. It is biology. When you are overly available, you signal low value. You signal that your time is cheap and your options are few. When you are emotionally reactive to her every move, you signal a lack of self-control. Today, we are dissecting the psychology of scarcity, the concept of intermittent reinforcement, and the Stoic practice of apatheia, equanimity in the face of chaos. By the end of this video, you will understand how to detach your self-worth from her validation. You will learn how to stop being the nice guy who finishes last and start being the grounded man who leads. This is a masterclass in emotional autonomy. To understand why indifference works, we must first look at the machinery of the human brain. We need to talk about dopamine, but not in the way you usually hear about it. Most people think dopamine is about pleasure. It isn't. Dopamine is the molecule of craving. It is the fuel of pursuit. And here is the key. Dopamine is not released when you get the reward. It is released when you are pursuing the reward, specifically when the outcome is uncertain. In the 1950s, psychologist B.F. Skinner discovered something terrifying about behavior. He put rats in a box with a lever. If the lever gave food every single time it was pressed, the rats pressed it only when hungry. But if the lever gave food randomly, sometimes yes, sometimes no, the rats went insane. They pressed the lever compulsively, obsessively, without stopping. This is called a variable reward schedule. It is the most addictive pattern known to psychology. It is why people are addicted to gambling, and it is why she becomes addicted to the man who is indifferent. When you are always available, always sweet, and always predictable, you are the lever that always gives food. You are reliable, yes, But you are boring. There is no dopamine spike because there is no uncertainty. Now, contrast this with the indifferent man. He's warm when he is present, but he is not always present. He has a mission. He has a life. Sometimes he replies instantly. Sometimes he is busy building his empire and doesn't reply for 6 hours. This creates the gap. The gap is the space between her action and your reaction. In that gap, her mind begins to race. Why didn't he reply? Is he busy? Is he with someone else? Did I say something wrong? This anxiety, surprisingly, is the seed of attraction. Her brain is now working for you. She is thinking about you. She is investing mental energy into you. And in dark psychology, we know that investment leads to attachment. The more she thinks about you, the more value she assigns to you. By being indifferent to the urgency of communication, you force her to chase for your attention. You become the prize. Now, let's elevate this from biological manipulation to philosophical mastery. Let's look at this through the lens of Stoicism. The great emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In the context of modern relationships, most men are leaves in the wind. A text message changes their mood. A cancellation ruins their day. A compliment makes them high. A criticism crushes them. This is weakness. This is a lack of a stoic fortress. Stoic indifference is not about being an emotionless robot. It is about emotional autonomy. It means your internal state is not dictated by her external actions. When she pulls away, the needy man panics. He chases. He asks, "What's wrong?" He apologizes for things he didn't do. He tries to fix the external world to calm his internal anxiety. The Stoic man does the opposite. When she pulls away, he notices it, but he does not react to it. He remains the statue. He understands that he cannot control her feelings, her mood, or her decisions. He can only control his own response. This is incredibly attractive to women for 2 reasons. First, it signals safety. If you cannot control your own emotions, how can you protect hers? A woman wants a rock, not another wave in the ocean. If her bad mood can destroy your peace, you are not a leader. You are dependent. Second, it signals high status. A king does not run after his subjects. A prize does not chase the winner. By remaining stoic in the face of uncertainty, you subcommunicate that you are the leader of your own reality. You are the unmoved mover. You create the gravity that others fall into. Epictetus taught us that it is not things that disturb us, but our judgment of things. If she doesn't text back, that is just an event. It is neutral. It only becomes painful if you judge it as rejection. If you remain indifferent, it is simply a moment of silence, a moment you can use to work, train, or grow. Let's introduce another psychological concept that makes indifference a weapon of mass attraction: the Zeigarnik Effect. Russian psychologist Bluma Zeigarnik discovered that the human brain remembers unfinished tasks much better than finished ones. When a task is incomplete, it creates cognitive tension, a mental itch that demands to be scratched. How does this apply to you? The nice guy completes the task immediately. He tells her his whole life story on the first date. He confesses his undying feelings after a week. He lays all his cards on the table. He is a finished book. Once she has read him, she puts him on the shelf and moves on. There is no mystery. There is no tension. The indifferent man is an open loop. He is an unfinished puzzle. He gives just enough value to intrigue her, but he holds back. He doesn't reveal everything. He doesn't confess his need for her. He leaves interactions at a high point. He ends the phone call first. He doesn't explain every detail of his day. This utilizes the Zeigarnik Effect against her psyche. Because she hasn't figured you out yet, her brain keeps the file open. She replays your conversations. She analyzes your body language. She wonders what you are doing right now. This mental obsession is the precursor to love. You cannot love someone you don't think about. And you don't think about things that are solved, easy, and fully available. You think about the things that are slightly out of reach. Indifference creates that distance. It turns you into a mystery that she is desperate to solve. We must make a critical distinction here. Many men confuse stoic indifference with being a cold, bitter, or ignorant jerk. This is a fatal mistake. Being cold is a reaction. If you are ignoring her to punish her, or because you are angry, you are still reactive. You are still playing a game, and she will sense your bitterness. That is not strength. That is a tantrum. True stoic indifference is not about ignoring the person. It is about being indifferent to the outcome. This is benevolent detachment. The needy man needs the date to go well to feel good about himself. He needs the sex, the validation, the good morning text. The stoic man enjoys the date. He enjoys the woman. He loves the intimacy. But, and this is the key, if it goes poorly, if she leaves, if the relationship ends, his self-worth remains 100% intact. Once you start applying this indifference, be warned, you will be tested. In the pickup community, these are called shit tests. In evolutionary psychology, they are called fitness tests. She needs to know if your indifference is real or if it's just a mask. Is this really a marble statue, or is it painted plaster that will crack under pressure? She might pull back her attention. She might mention other men. She might act bratty or cold. She might cancel plans at the last minute. The average man fails these tests. He gets angry. I can't believe you did this. He gets insecure. Is it something I said? Or he tries to negotiate. Come on, just for an hour? All of these responses show that her behavior controls your emotional state. You failed. The stoic man passes the test with indifference. She cancels? No problem. You have other things to do. She acts cold? You mirror her energy and withdraw your attention to focus on your mission. She tries to make you jealous? You laugh it off because you know no other man compares to you. When you fail to react to her turbulence, she feels a surge of attraction. She realizes she cannot manipulate you. She realizes you are solid. This makes her feel safe. A woman cannot love a man she can dominate. By refusing to be rattled, you prove you are the dominant frame in the relationship. So, how do you execute this? How do you transition from the chaser to the statue without becoming toxic? Here is the protocol. Step 1. Kill instant gratification. Turn off your notifications. Do not be a slave to the beep. Prioritize your mission above her messages. If you are working, you are working. She can wait. This isn't a game, it's a lifestyle. If you are always available, you are not working hard enough on your purpose. Step 2. The 2/3 rule. Match and mirror, then subtract. If she gives you 100% energy, give back 60 to 70%. Never be the one investing more. If she writes a paragraph, do not write a novel back. Keep your mystery. Always leave a little room for her to step forward to close the gap. Step 3. The mental reframe. Whenever you feel the urge to seek validation, Ask yourself, is this action coming from a place of abundance or a place of lack? If you are texting her because you feel lonely and need reassurance, stop. Put the phone down. That is neediness. If you are texting her because you saw something funny and want to share it, but you genuinely do not care if she replies, that is abundance. Proceed. Step 4. Diversify your focus. You cannot fake indifference if she is the only good thing in your life. You must build a life that is so rich, so challenging, and so exciting that she is just a complement to it, not the center of it. Attraction is not a choice. It is a biological response to value. And nothing signals high value like a man who is self-contained. By adopting the Stoic mindset, you remove the desperate energy that kills attraction. You stop being the beggar asking for scraps of affection, and you become the king offering a seat at your table. You become a challenge. You become a mystery. You become the statue in the storm. Remember, she does not crave your servitude. She craves your strength. She craves the feeling that you are a man on a mission that is more important to you than she is. That is the man she will chase. That is the man she will fear losing. Stop chasing. Start building. Let your indifference be the evidence of your power. If you are ready to master your mind, reclaim your masculine edge, and stop being a slave to your emotions, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We are building a brotherhood of the 1% who understand that true power comes from within. I'll see you in the next video. Stay grounded